Hey, up next on the MARR Army Rock Show, we are always combing the country looking for the best new music. And if you paid attention, about a week ago, we added a new song from the band TENLo called Kill All the Things to our Golden Dozen. They may be two guys you've known musically from past projects. We've got Joey and Tommy with us from TENLo. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, how's it going? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year to you guys. Now, hey, before we talk about the single that's made it to our Golden Dozen, I want to ask you about the video, too. But first, for folks that may be wondering or don't know you guys yet, give them a little bit of a bio of the band and how you guys came together.
Yeah, so me and Joey had played in previous bands together, and in previous bands we've done a lot of recording with a producer in Nashville, and so we started the band down in Nashville. We tracked a bunch of songs, and we started thinking about putting together a video. We contacted a director that we used also in Nashville, who happens to be a good friend of ours, and that's kind of how this whole thing started. So.
Now, I think a lot of people were excited to see, you two together making music. Now, how long did it take? How long was the discussion before you guys decided to do this project?
Well, we definitely were writing music for a couple years after the last band ended, and we were trying out new singers for quite a while, and it just came to a point where it wasn't working out with anybody, and we decided to pull the trigger on and have me sing, and I also recorded drums on the demos and stuff. So it's a learning process, but man, we definitely are moving forward at a rate that we are comfortable with, and it's with having two people in the band, it's really easy to get a lot done quickly, and we agree on most things. So.
Now I'm going to ask you about the music. I'm going to ask you about the music video in a minute, but first I just want to ask about the song itself. You alluded to being in Nashville. Tell us a little bit about that tune and where it was recorded and who produced it.
Basically, Kill the Things started like most songs do, just a demo. Me and Joey were writing in Wisconsin, and we got together and we just kind of went back and forth with a bunch of ideas. That idea formed with a few other songs, and then we called up a producer in Nashville and say, hey, we got some songs we want to cut, and that's kind of how it all formed. So
I mentioned the tune is called Kill All the Things, and the minute I heard it, I'm going to admit this to you, when I first saw the band TENLo, I didn't realize it was you two guys, and I loved the song right away, and then when I realized who you were, I was like, oh my gosh, I've known those guys for a long time, but tell us a little bit about the video, man. You guys started big.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy, go and take that. Well, I guess as far as the video, we didn't really know exactly what to expect with this. Actually, Joey had the crazy idea of calling up actually Dustin Diamond and seeing if he wanted to be part of the video, and we'd sent him the track, and he really dug it, and his manager, okayed everything, and so we kind of moved forward from there, and we worked with the director, and we had some kind of crazy ideas. There's some questionable things in the video that are going on, but we wanted to go all out, and we didn't want to hold back. That's kind of our number one rule with this project is there's nothing that's out of the question, or there's nothing that we're not going to be able to do, because we're worried about what people think or something. We're just going to do whatever we want, and so that's kind of how this video started. Is just all of our crazy ideas came together, and we even questioned ourselves, should we really do this? And then the answer was, yeah, we're doing it. So basically, we got a call from TMZ, and that kind of started the fire here. And they said, hey, we heard about this video. Can we see it? And we're like, well, it's not released yet. I guess I'll set up a private link, and you guys can view it. So then I got a call back from one of the producers saying, hey, the video's great. We want to do an exclusive release on it. So they were like, well, what date works for you guys? And we settled on the day after Christmas, actually. And that kind of just started the fire with a whole bunch of other media outlets picking it up, like Fox News and Billboard, and it just kind of took off, and we didn't really expect for that to happen.
Tell me about that initial call. Like, where did Dustin Diamond come from? Like, out of all the people in the world one could choose, like, what was it that drew you to him?
Dude, believe it or not, we knew that he was a fan of rock music, and I think I follow him on Twitter, and he just came across my mind. We needed somebody that you could easily distinguish, that was not in the band. We needed a character, and I remember that he lived locally, kind of in Wisconsin, and he has a picture on his Twitter of him with Vinnie Paul from Hell Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this guy will be perfect if we can get a hold of him, if he's interested in the project, and it was really that random, and he just agreed to do everything, and he was just a really cool guy to work with. It was really easy to work with. It was awesome.
So you you alluded to this earlier that right now it's just the two of you in the band. I'm assuming you played everything together on the record. Are you thinking of adding other members as this thing seems to be taking off?
Well, I mean, as far as touring stuff, right now we're kind of keeping it a two-piece, just me and Joey. I think in the future we may get a touring drummer or something, but right now it's kind of undecided. But we're definitely not going to add any members as far as writing stuff. We're just going to keep it between the two of us.
So what's the current plan moving forward? This song is a great tune. Are you guys, you mentioned you've been writing for a while. Are you thinking of doing an EP or an album or maybe a string of singles? What's the next plan for you guys?
Definitely look out for a string of singles. We have a bunch of singles coming your way in the coming months. And then after that, we possibly thinking about putting out an EP, but that has yet to be talked about. And there's so many songs that we have written that we have to kind of pick through them and decide what the best route is going forward for us. So
now, I don't know if the word is luck here for this or what it is, or timing, or just thoughtful full preparation. I was going to ask you guys this, you're veteran musicians, but starting a new band, what is the hardest thing or the biggest key to making a new band successful?
I think just getting the name out, starting from the ground up with a new name that everyone can recognize. Moving forward is the toughest part about building a fan base. We're literally starting just in Milwaukee and traveling back and forth to Nashville. And currently we're not doing any shows right now, so it's all about getting the name out online and word of mouth and stuff. So things like your show obviously are helping us get our name out, and the video really got the name stirred up. So that's pretty much the process for us. So
now, being that you guys have been veteran musicians, and I've seen you in other projects for years. Looking back, I'd like you to each reflect on this because I love when bands do this for me. Think back through your musical career. What was that most epic moment for you as a musician? Whether it be a particular show or someone you were staring the stage with, but that moment when you felt like a rock star, so to speak.
Tommy, you get one?
You can take this one, Joey.
Man, I don't even know how to answer that because we've had so many opportunities that we always took an opportunity, no matter what it was, big or small. And looking back, people ask me that a lot, actually. Like, what was your favorite show, or who have you played with? And there are so many artists on the list. Because I respect what everyone does as a musician, and even if you're smaller or larger. We got to tour with Taproot, and those shows weren't the biggest shows. I think we met you when we played with Alice Cooper and Seven Dust, Papa Roach, and that was really cool. But touring with a veteran band like Taproot, I think for me was an eye opener, and getting to know them as friends because you're seeing them every day, you're eating with them every day and hanging out, and that was really cool. There's so many though. We're really lucky to have that because we just kept working really hard at it. Never said no. Maybe that's a fault of ours, but we just kept going, and there's a lot of experiences that we had. So we're really lucky.
Well, we're going to be keeping an eye on the band. I'm very excited to have Kill All the Things in our golden dozen right now. Now, for people that want to help support the band, I know the single's out there on all, you name the digital outlet, you can pick it up there. But what else is the best thing people can do to support you guys right now? Can they buy some merch? Tell them where you want people to go.
Yeah, we got a merch store on our website, TENLomusic.com. Otherwise, on our Facebook, it's TENLo Music. We have T-shirts on there, and there's also links, like you stated, for the single. But that's the main source to help support us, and we really appreciate that.
So I'm going to ask this, and if it's a terrible question you don't want to answer it, I'll edit it out. But do you guys do the New Year's resolution thing? It is New Year's. It's a New Year starting. Either of you have a New Year's resolution you want to talk about?
Well, I don't think I have one. I think last year I kind of just made sure that we get this thing going off the ground, and that was my only resolution. And personally, I think I did pretty well last year, living a healthier lifestyle. I don't know about Tommy. That's kind of.
Yeah, I think for me, the end of this year for this band definitely is going out the right way with all the press and stuff. So I'd want to continue that into 2018. Just keep moving forward with new music and hoping to build up the fan base here and get out and play some shows.
Well, the band's TENLo. If you're looking for them online, do capital TENL and then lowercase o. And the song is Kill All Things. And Joey and Tommy, I want to thank you for being our first guests of 2018 on the MARR Army Rock Show this year. So we appreciate you guys being here.
Okay, Rob, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.